Good evening, everyone. It's the Club Racing UK podcast, live and through to your living rooms, offices, or wherever you are watching from. And for the first time tonight, as well as broadcasting on the Club Racing UK Facebook and YouTube channel, we are broadcasting out to Shine Automotive's fans out there. Hello, everyone. The comments have gone absolutely bonkers already.
Woo!
Bonkers.
Evening, the Shine community.
Even in the shining community, Andy Keogh, Joshua Richards, Matt, Chris Gosling, Carl Barton joins us this evening. Sam Smith, Sam Pearce, Motorsport joins us. Richard Newman, Patrick Seal, Jason Stone, Will Peters, Gridfinder, good evening, fellas. Jeremy Evans, Matt Cleary, Paul Heppel, Hope Price, Chris Gosling, Nick Vaughan, after his adventures at the weekend at Silverstone. We will get onto that. Chris Gosling has got the stream on the TV, the chat on the laptop. Hey. Damien Ginty, it is absolutely mental out there. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
I told you that guy over there was famous.
Who?
Me. You're the
YouTube
famous
god.
So if you haven't guessed already, we have been joined by none other this episode by Shine Automotive's lovely Colin French. How are you doing, Colin?
I'm all right, thank you. And how are you?
Not too bad. How are the nerves? Because you weren't too.
What's the nervous? I feel like
why? You're the professional.
If I make a mistake, I can edit it out and make myself look good. Tonight, I've got to really make myself look good. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't worry too much about it. We just make an ass of ourselves.
Have you had your haircut, Nick?
I have, actually. What do you reckon?
Looking good, mate. Looking good.
It's a different hair gel this year. This week.
Just for men.
Just, yep.
Right, go on, Steph.
Normally, we would say, welcome everyone, go and check out Shine. Now we've got to say, evening everyone, come and check out Club Racing UK and follow us.
Yeah. Please,
the
everyone.
Shine Show.
We'll tell you what, shall we do a best of both worlds? So if you normally watch this on the Club Racing UK page, get yourself onto the Shine Automotive page, like and subscribe, because Colin just does some brilliant content on there, and he has got the cutest dogs ever. Just before we get into this, I mean, look at this. It's like butter wouldn't melt. Like butter wouldn't melt. It's worth watching. I know, they're so cute, aren't they? But yes, so if you're the Club Racing UK mob, get yourself onto Shine Automotive. And if you're joining us tonight for the first time, we've been doing this podcast now for about 2.5 years. And we cover all types of club racing out there. So if it's your kind of bag, like and subscribe to the Club Racing UK page. You'll see what three idiots used to get up to and a lot of what we're going to get up to this year.
Yes, definitely.
Right, let's get into it then, chaps, with a bit of a racing roundup, shall we?
Shall we do it? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Well and truly, the racing season has started.
Yes,
in particular, the past 2 weekends. So we've had the MG Car Club down at Brands Hatch. We're going to be covering that at a later date. Hopefully, we're going to get them on the show. We're really concentrating on 2 rounds that I've attended both. Nick came to the BARC weekend with me as well.
Weekend just gone, yeah.
Yeah, we got some great content for both weekends, so they're going to be coming out in the vlogs coming up. And just a quick shout out, actually, to the man to the left of me, if you're watching on the stream. Stefan Mars has been working his backside off in getting all the vlogs put together, all the footage that we basically throw at him and go make something nice.
Yeah.
He's been working his backside off.
Whilst he's working, we're away having fun weekends away watching race cars, and then we come back with all this great content, and we go, "Oi, make a cool video."
Exactly. Right.
So he has to sit through. He has to sit through and watch us having a laugh as well as being at work.
Sorry, mate. There's also tons of abuse on it. So there's like hundreds of clips, and you're like trying to sift through them, what ones are good, putting them on there, and then suddenly they're just sticking the finger up, giving me a load of crap on there, and you're like, cheers, boys. Cheers.
Well, at least we're thinking about you, mate. We're thinking about you whilst having fun.
Exactly. Right, guys, we've got to show some more Shine love because the comments are flying in. Richard Newman, we love Shine Automotive. Jenny French. Hi, Colin, love from his mum.
Oh, hello, Mum.
Your mum's on. Hi, Mum.
James Alford Racing, CRUK are massive. Of course they are. Cheryl Williams. Joshua Richards, Colin is looking swat. He certainly is sat like that.
He's got lovely. He sorted that hair out a treat this evening, haven't you?
Absolutely. Probably spent hours on that. Fuddy Mucker 87, ahoy, with a nice drink. I hope you sat down with a nice cold beer. Chris Gosling, Dave Barrett. Good evening, Dave. MTS Motorsport recently out with a modified Ford. We'll come to that in a second. Scooby King, Ashley Holmes, Matthew Eldridge, Colin looking fresh. Richard Newman, go Colin. Matt, #fangirl. Jeremy Evans, that Colin French changes a mean KA exhaust flexi.
He does.
He does. He's done ours as well.
That's actually the first time we met him, actually. We'll go into that later, actually.
Yeah. Ashley Holmes, love the Foo Fighters hat. I had to wear it tonight after the past couple of weeks. I was gutted when we lost Taylor Hawkins, so I thought I'd wear this tonight. Sam Smith, just for Nick. Richard Newman, I think you could do with some highlights, Nick.
Yeah, I reckon so. I could do that.
Yeah. Exactly. Now, Matt Cleary, who I talk to quite a lot, he loves Club Racing UK and the content we do. He also watches Shine Automotive. And he comments, it's the dogs that the missus likes when they watch the content. So there we go. Colin, I think you have to give the people what they want, Colin, so we need more dog content.
Yeah.
There we are. For all our audio listeners, there is a dog on the screen.
There is. There's Colin's lovely Labrador. How cute is that? Chris Sykes already subbed to Club Racing a while back. Jamie Peter Ennis. Evening, lads. Fabulous to be back from the first round of Fun Cup a few weeks back. Of course, they were the highlight of the BRSCC meeting a few weeks back. Roll on Alton Park next week, where it'll be live streamed too.
Awesome.
Coleman finally caught a stream sober. Matt has already subscribed to Club Racing UK. Kizza88, very excited. Can't wait to see the footage. Nick Prawn Vaughan, your double in the green EP3 was in the Silverstone again this weekend. Richard Newman, his mum is his only fan. Oh,
Wait.
Colin.
Wait, his mum has OnlyFans, or is
Stop that now.
There's no holds bars on this show, mate. You know this.
Yeah,
there is. There is.
Careful, he will Smith you if you carry on.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, there'll be plenty of Will Smithy going on at this rate. Patrick Sill, can we discuss Colin's Facebook comment of Cavaliers are a better looking car? Nick?
To be fair, I probably agree with him. In all honesty,
Yes.
I do like. I love a good Cavalier.
They certainly were a bit more successful in their racing trim.
I say I've only got the Vectra because that's all I could afford. So.
well, me and Sam have
That's
got
what
an
come
orange
up.
Cavalier.
The orange Cavalier, would that be? There's so many pictures I've got to go through. Would that be this lovely charity?
Yes.
Oh, look at it.
Me and Sam are off to Benidorm on the 9th of May.
Oh, I can't wait to see
Okay.
this.
Quality.
All right. Well, before we do the racing roundup, just tell us quickly. So, what's going on with the Cavalier? What are you doing to it? Because I know there's a lot of content involved with this as well on your
Right.
channel.
Well, the Cavalier, we went in 2019. We went to Benidorm on a charity fun run, but it was a last minute thing, and we didn't raise any money for charity. So we're doing it now after COVID, and me and Sam have decided to convert it from petrol to diesel, and we put a diesel engine out the Astra, the 17 CDTI, which has never been done before.
Yep.
We've not even got it running yet. It's in a million bits, and we leave in about 7 weeks. So there's no pressure whatsoever.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So we're raising,
You love a challenge.
raising money for Prevent Breast Cancer and Alzheimer's Research UK. And in the link to all our videos with the Cavalier, there's a Just Givings account. So if you all want to give a £5 to each one, I'd proper appreciate that.
Okay, no worries, guys. Well, you've heard us out there. If you're listening, Shine viewers, Club Racing UK viewers, any link in the Shine Automotive videos will be a Just Giving page. Get yourself on there. Even donate a little bit. Every little helps to go towards
100%.
that. Great,
100%.
great causes there, and we commend you for it as well.
And like you say, you should take your hat off a little bit more there, Colin. You're not only just putting a diesel engine in that cab, are you? You're also trying to fit the interior out of... What's the interior coming out of? Is that coming out of the...
Seat Leon. The dashboard's out of an Astra, which is in now. The power steering column and the column system, the electric power steering, 6-speed gearbox, ABS. Sam's converted the back end onto disc brakes from drum brakes. Just it's a proper one-off.
It's a proper Frankenstein build, but it's going to be mint. Honestly, guys, you need to check out their. If you haven't, check out their YouTube. The stuff you guys build is incredible.
I like the hair there, Colin. I like the hair. Just, Nick would envy that, really.
Oh, yeah.
It took a while to grow that,
Did you? Have you still got that wig? I'd love it.
It's not a wig. That's my real hair. Thank you.
Was it? Wow, I'm jealous.
I'm sure
like Rob
now because I sold it and it went off to somewhere to become a wig, like.
Oh, fair play. Of course. Right, let's move on to a bit of a racing roundup.
Should we do a racing roundup? That's what this section's about.
That's what this section's about. So we've already covered.
This is why we split it up into
Cavalier.
sections.
Right, so a couple of weeks ago, I went to watch the BRSCC, in particular the modified Fords. I'm racing in it this year, so I went to go and see some good friends there this year. We'll start off just by watching a few highlights, actually. We've compiled a little video just to show you as well what the quality of the live stream was as well, and some superb racing. Let's hit it.
Malcolm Harding, that's a good sign if you're James Allen, forcing Malcolm to drive a little bit beyond the limit. It's this section where the focus is strong, isn't it? So he ideally needs to stay really close through Chapel and try and use that to convert it into a run down the Hanger Straight. That looks like it's exactly pulled to the outside line, goes back to the inside again, and he might just be there. The four-wheel drive car should be... Yes, he did, but Cossins goes through, Bessel up the inside of him as well. So it's all going a little bit wrong here for Alex Miller. Having held on strongly for the opening lap, he's slipped now well outside the top 3 or 4 positions. By South under pressure from Blackwell Chambers. Oh, and Costins goes around. Miller goes around with him as well. Oh, there must have been contact there between the two of them going through the first part of Club. There was a third car in that pack as well, though, of Adam Bessel. I don't know what his involvement was in all of that, but that has ruined James Cosson and Alex Miller's races. And down, one car way wide there through Stowe Corner. Down into the braking zone at Club then. Luke Pullen there, the 27 car on the outside line. Can he force it round the outside? Yes, he can. That gives him the inside for Club Corner. He's got Jason Greatrex coming through with him, pulling sideways as he comes through Club, and that will cost him momentum onto the pit straight. Courtney Mills there on the inside of Seb Fisher. Fisher, another one to watch here. Out of position a little bit after that race to spin. Down the pit straight. Charles Hyde Andrews Byrne, he has vanished up the road, and so he should really. He was 2.5 seconds quicker than anyone else in qualifying. The real racing is going to happen somewhere behind him. So there is some of it. The Ginetta round the outside line. Again, another car that won't have much poke in a straight line, but is very nippy through the corners. From the 2 cars on the inside of the grid, Declan McDonald definitely seemed to beat Matthew Fletcher away on the second row, but is it going to be Harry Storer that leads them into the first corner? It looks like it might be. He's got his nose ahead of the red car of Ali Bray as they turn through Abbey for the first time and head around Farm into the braking zone at Village, but no, it is going to be Bray that just...
There we go. So there's a bit of a sort of an overview. I mean, Nick, we had a bit of a chat about this, didn't we, after that weekend went? And I've got to say, I am massively impressed by that weekend. Both as a spectator there on the Sunday and on the Saturday watching the live stream. That was a brilliant live stream. The
live stream was absolutely incredible, and props where prop is due. The BRSCC put on an absolutely cracking show. I mean, they've got some real intent behind them this year. Obviously, they're a massive club, but with obviously the rebrand, live streaming, got some cracking names like Jake Sanson on board and everybody else in the whole presenting team. It was just bloody brilliant. It was great to watch. You know, even the production was just bang on. I loved it. And I now also want an MX-5.
Seriously.
The
Super Cup in particular was absolutely brilliant. Door to door, showing people how it should be done. Okay, we showed a bit of an instant there, which is a bit okay.
We've said this in the past. I mean, when you've got 3,562 million MX-5s on the racetrack together, you're going to have at least 2 of them making contact. But the racing was just bloody fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely. I commend the BRSCC team there as well. And James Mansell agrees. MX-5s were incredible to watch.
Yeah,
absolutely
they were really
incredible to watch. Sam Smith, not my MX-5, not my problem. That's probably would that be a play on a certain?
Special prize today, prize.
Oh, we got the prize.
That was. Now, I do want to, at this point, obviously I was there for a reason. I want to turn my attention to the Modified Ford Series. Tim Walsh as well says some great singing. I've got to mention my good mate, AJ, bless him. He turned a lot of heads with this car.
He did.
And he also broke our bloody hearts because...
He did. Yeah.
The first race he had...
Don't cry, Rob. Don't cry. It's okay.
I'll tell you what, no,
it's not that emotional.
Well, you say that at the time in the second race with the way he drove.
Emotional damage.
It literally was. Literally was. So the first race, he had a few issues, had a couple of spins, really pushing the car hard, including one at the fast sweeper, turn one. I think a little bit of poo came out for him, bless him. But he was absolutely on it. You know, that is not a race car you see every day. It's a Focus Estate with an EcoBoost engine in it. A lot of the cars in his class were either bigger power or they're just drivers that have been doing it years. And his drive in the second race, when you go from 23rd on the grid to 9th, I didn't want to put the highlight up because I don't want to let people go through that again because it's tragic. But
you should definitely put the highlight up.
We will put the highlight up at a later date, I think. But unfortunately, he's either had a disc fail, which has took out the bearing, or he's had a bearing go, which has took out the disc. Either way, that was another poo out the backside moment, coupled with the fact that he also drove the car to the circuit. So a big thank you to Mark Hatfield, who let him borrow parts off his race car, so he was able to then drive his car home.
Oh, I didn't know that bit.
Yeah. So Mark Hatfield lent him the rear hub parts off of his racing Puma because he's got an ST170 back end on it. And it let AJ drive it home. But luckily, from obviously Brands is in a couple of weeks, so from that point onwards, he is trailering the car to the racetrack, which is the acceptable option. But if you are watching AJ, well driven, mate. Joe Oates was there as well. Phil was running him. Mm-hmm. He has, unfortunately, couldn't start the second race. They had a few issues with the diff, but as someone that's come from sprints and hill climbs, he did superb. But the racing at the front as well, you saw the focus there, James Allen. So he's come from Time Attack, and he was straight away he was on the pace, straight away on the pace, and he did really well. Unfortunately, and it also shows an intent what the stewards are going to be like this year. They're coming down on certain instances. His win was taken away from him in race 1 because he overtook under a yellow flag where there was a live snatch taking place. There was a car. Hang on, should we just give it 5 minutes for Nick to have a laugh? Right, are you done? Right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, so it was himself and another car, Jack Gadd, third in the Escort. They both undertook a back marker under the double waved yellows while there was a snatch taking place. So they got disqualified, points on their licence, thrown to the back of the grid for race 2. But it also shows this year they're clamping down on it. They are any little thing like that, they will absolutely clamp down on it. Right. Yeah, back to the comments. Chris Mayhew, BRSCC, loving the live stream. MSVR, come on. We have got some news. MSV have finally, couple of years too late. They have gone on the, well, I say my supercar is...
It's too late because we're no longer in it.
Yeah, typical, isn't it? We're not bloody racing the EnduroKA. Look.
But could this also lead to more MSVR?
I should hope so.
Live stream it's going to happen. That's
God, no.
Just push Nick away, get rid of the riffraff. Right, Sam Smith, that's Colin all over. We could call him the penalty man. Oof. Sam Pearce, so yeah, he sort of says as well, it's announced EnduroKA live stream the other day. So there we go. So MSV have finally got a live stream in place, and hopefully that continues for the rest of the...
I mean, that'd be an exciting live stream.
What, the KAs?
Well, I'm racing in
it. Be a lot. Are you racing in it? Yay!
No,
of course he's racing in it. Colin loves the KA.
To be honest, I think because you watch the C1 live streams, that's a similar speed, similar cars, sort of. The cameras will find the action, I think. So,
yeah,
there we go.
Just need to turn the volume up. Just turn the volume up. MSVR, just make sure the volume is cranked right up.
So yeah, I will just say they're brilliant first round for the BRSCC, and then last weekend, Nicholas, we descended upon Silverstone again.
Yes, we did.
Here's a little preview of some work we were doing for the vlog.
Yep.
At that point, I think I was.
Is that the best screen grab you could get?
That is the only screen grab. That's not a screen grab. That was a test shot that Emma did. So just quick,
okay.
Thanks to my sister Emma, who came along as camera lady and helped with a bit of the camera.
And Isla came along and she was camera lady too.
Yes, she did. So we've both got bits of the vlog. So we've got lots more content and abuse to throw to Steph to put together. He's going to be a busy boy this year, Steph. So
you say that, Steph. What did you say to me yesterday? Well, whilst we were walking around work. About you're going to have to bring out some more video.
Yeah, we're going to have to, because we was just planning to do one every Thursday, but we're kind of getting a bit of a backlog now, and we're kind of like well behind where the Mini actually is, so we may have to dump a couple more out there. I'll have to make sure I'm not doing it on the same night Colin is, because obviously he stills our audience, but we'll...
Yeah, he does.
No, we may have to chuck a couple of extra ones in there just to try and catch up a little bit.
There we go. Right, before we move on, gentlemen, to the BARC at Silverstone, we have an offer from Hawk Motorsport. Remember that they are now stockists for EBC brakes as an independently owned and managed leader on the brake market. Proud of its customers, its products, its success, and its people. So get yourself to Hawk Motorsport. And again, there is a post in the paddock, if you get a chance to have a look at it on there. Goes to show the testament that Hawk Motorsport and the amount of effort that Richard at Hawk does to get the job done. There was a Jaguar competitor that needed a helmet. I believe it was a helmet.
It was a helmet and hands. Setup, but he didn't. I believe the hands wasn't in stock. But then Richard went and got it and then drove it to Silverstone.
Exactly. Service like that.
You don't get that from Demon Tweaks, everyone.
Well, I'm not saying anything. Nicholas. Not saying anything.
Other high branded motorsport shops are also available.
Yeah.
Well put.
Well put, Nicholas. And don't forget as well, if you are after an arrive and drive this season, Paddock Motorsport also still have some seats in the MX-5 Super Cup cars for either single events or full season entries. Eligible championships including the BRSCC MX-5 Super Cup, the MX-5 Super Cup Clubman, and the BRSCC Club Sport Trophy. You saw the live stream there, guys, and you've seen how close the racing was. So get your bums in one of those seats because the racing was absolutely phenomenal.
If anyone wants to sponsor one of us lot to go and have a go in that seat, then please do because the racing's incredible.
Absolutely.
Hashtag incredible. Nick's trying to blag a drive again.
When are you
Standard.
Not? When are you not? I was going to say. Sam Pierce comments, Nick's left KA and now all of a sudden it's boring.
Oh, it was boring years ago, so I stopped doing it.
Shine Automotive, look you, Matt. What's Matt saying? Hang on. Oh, was that no more KA, please?
It's good fun. It is good fun.
It is very good fun. Chris Gosling, if Colin could keep if Colin could keep the shiny side up. Matt, let's put sponsorship on the underside. It's a good shout. Especially at Donington, you're going down the craners. Someone is going to go over, surely.
No,
is it ready, Colin? Is it ready for Donington?
Yeah, it's ready.
Good man.
It's even taxed and tested. Sam run it home tonight to make sure that we haven't got any issues. So.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Chris Gosling also comments, do they do stabilisers for the KA? Colin's getting some abuse tonight.
Horrible.
He is getting some abuse tonight. Hawk Motorsport. We try and help where we can. There we go. It's kudos to Hawk Motorsport. Well done.
Definitely that.
That's great. James Alford. Nick is the Blagasaurus Rex.
I like that. Yeah, James, hit me up. Hit me up with that drive you mentioned.
Oh, God. He doesn't stop. He doesn't bloody
Anything,
stop.
Any car. Let me drive car. No, any drive car. Be dry.
Race cars, please.
Yeah. Right, so obviously myself and the big Tyrannosaurus Rex headed down to the BARC meeting at Silverstone. I'll be honest, I mean, what were we primarily there to see, Nick? I know we love all club racing and we watch club racing, but we bought a bit of our childhood back, did we not?
We did, yes. Let's be honest. To be honest, I think majority. Oh dear. Hold on. Oh, you could have pre-warned us, Rob.
That's porn, mate.
That is.
Oh,
Now we've got a bit of a highlights reel for the Super Tourers. Okay, so Nick's off. While Nick's off doing some naughty things, Super Tourers. Let's watch some highlights.
Okay, from the Czech Republic. John Cleland is not finished yet, so we may get 2 more laps out of this. Wait and see. Is the last lap board going to go out this time? We'll have a look as they come out of club. No, it doesn't, so he will get 2 more laps. I think Cleland's just biding his time, waiting for an attack on Anthony Reid. He'd love to beat his old rival here. To the outside, Minshaw to the inside. There could be 3 wide into club. Minshaw thinks better of it, else he would have hit the back of Reid. They're still side by side for second place. Here comes Jason Minshaw in the Rickard Rydell Volvo. He takes second place around the outside of John Cleland at Club Corner. You don't see that very often. Kevin Granger about to be lapped in the BMW. Minshaw to the inside. He's free to attack the Nissan now. He's on the inside going into Club Corner. Side by side, he clocks up there almost. This is reminiscent of 1998. Reid against Rydell again. Takes him wide onto the curb. Reid up the inside. Is it going to be checkered flag this time? Yes, it is. Reid gets there ahead of the Volvo and the Vauxhall.
Oh dear.
This
Right, so while Nick's finished doing that, I mean, Matt comments, top on that, Rapid Fit Mondeo needed. There's 2 of them that are coming out, I'm told. Yeah. They're currently being raced. Chris Gosling, so yeah, is this race where the MG died? Well, Colin Turkington got back in the MG that Jason Hughes owns, the Cartwheel car that was an ex-West Surrey car. Went out in it on Saturday, and unfortunately the engine let go after sort of 10, 11 laps. I mean, the Saturday race of the Super Tourers claimed a lot of cars. There was a lot of Super Tourers that didn't finish.
They're old girls now, bless them.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's not the kind where you can just give Euros a call and pop down and pick up a part. They're all bespoke parts. I mean, the engine in the second of the Primeras let go on the Saturday. He had a spare engine, but he didn't want to put it in the car and race it at Silverstone, purely because he knows if he then blows that one up as well, he knows what kind of bill he's going to get.
Massive.
Huge. I mean, the fact that, I mean, Nick, what were they doing before they went? They were preheating all the oils like the current. Preheating all the fluids and getting it circulated through all the engines. That's crazy stuff. Yeah, all at the club meeting.
It was impressive to see. And again, you've got to give massive props to everyone at the CTCRC who have managed to, because it was fantastic to see the array of cars that were on display and racing. High five you guys for getting that over the line and putting on a wicked show. It was brilliant. It was great to see. Absolutely. And as you say, as a childhood love of Super Tourers, it was just, I mean, I've seen them at the Gold Cup before, but to see that many being able to just race like that.
Yeah. And
the one thing I like, there's several highlights, pictures and highlight videos out there, and there was one of them with all the cars in a line, and it was like there was no date stamp on it or anything. So if you looked at it, it was almost like it was. It
looked like it was of the periods.
Yeah, exactly that. I thought it was just bloody brilliant, really.
It was absolutely superb. Paul Harvey, George's evening halves. Hope you're well. James Alford saying that we will sort this. It's on. So I think you've blagged another drive, Nick.
Yes.
I hope hopefully your insurance is good, James. Matt, top on that. Rapid Fit Mondeo needed. Yeah, we came to that already. Matt, I love the breadboard. Right, Sean Barber, how's it going, Cole? Well, should we check in with Colin? How are you finding it so far? Have the nerves sort of claimed you yet, or?
Sorry, you talking to me? All right, I've had 3 beers, so one more and I'll be anybody's.
You get your bit in a minute, all right? You just have to let us go through all the gump.
It's fine. I'm listening. I'm taking notes.
Yeah. Right. We've got to give a shout out to a few people, which is a plan. But some comments have sort of brought that forward. Now, Matt Cleary, did you see the Civic chomping at the heels? Now, this man here, Gary Preble, look at that lovely sticker he's pointed to there as well. Thank you to everyone this weekend that I gave out. Nick Holmes loves an EP3 sticker to. Neil Ashcroft as well, his first weekend with that sticker on the front of his car. The JSCC guys with it on their Saxos. Just I was giving them out for free, and I knew it wound up Nick, so that was even better for it. But if you could spot something out of this photo, right? So not that one. Bloody hell, where is it? That one. Right, so you've got Super Tourer, Gary Preble, Super Tourer.
He did put on a mega show.
He did not care. He took the start, and it was literally for the first 5 laps while the Super Tourers were effectively warming their tyres up. But Gary kept them honest.
Very honest. That's an understatement.
He kept them very honest. I mean, this lad here, I've got to point it out again. Look at that sticker. He kept them honest, got both the wins there. Superb racing. Absolutely superb.
You almost had to rub your eyes a little bit. You were like, hold on a minute. Yeah. What's that EG doing up there?
Exactly.
We all know. We all know he can pedal. We all know he's a bloody good peddler. Probably the one of the best out there. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now let's not forget. Okay, we talked about the Super Tourers. Now it was a club level meeting, so let's talk about some of the other stuff that was there.
Yeah, which is what we went to see.
We did. Well, we went to see it all. It was a good package. So let's watch another short highlights reel of the BARC, and then we've got another little treat for you after that.
Ooh.
Club corner, Jordan to the inside. He'll retake the lead on the inside. Polly's right with them now as well. What a terrific conclusion we're in for here. Will it be last lap as they come up towards the line? I think it will. Yes, the last lap board is out. Here we go then. 1 lap places. Power from Winrow. Farrell in third. Everybody else trying to be fourth. This 11-car breakaway is nearly 9 seconds clear of Giles Derry, who's in 12th place. Just about got the inside line as they head down to Village, and somebody up. Oh, Charlie Constable again. He went off into the gravel in yesterday's race. The steering is broken. There's been contact there. And once again, Charlie Constable is out. You can see there he's not going any further. The steering's broken. So it's Dent that leads from Hickton, Ruddell, Chapman. Cottam is up to 5th. More contact. Jensen Bell clips the back of...
There we go. So these Saxos were out in force in the JSCC. We had many Caterham graduates out, and the entire catalogue of the Classic Touring Car Racing Club to complement the Super Tourers and the Minis.
The Mini Miglers were cool as well.
They were very, very cool. Jordan was in his element. And the one thing that was great to see, I had a little chat with Mike Seaborn on the Sunday morning as well. I know you did as well. I must apologise as well. I mean, look how many Jags there were there.
Yes.
They got 25 to a grid.
Jag.
Lovely Jag.
Well, the villains were in town.
The villains were in town, so apologies to anyone that lives in the village of Toaster, in particular the post office, the bank, the local art gallery, anything valuable, blame that lot.
It was them.
It was them, 100%. But I think, to be honest, boys, we can't wait until the CRUK Awards at the end of the year to give out the man with balls the size of a wheelbarrow award.
Is that an award, is it?
That is going to be this year because it's already been won by Mr. Malcolm Harding. So we're going to play the video, and then we're going to play the shot-for-shot pictures taken by my lucky sister.
And then we're going to discuss it.
And then we're going to discuss it. Right, so let's play the video first.
Forward series. He's up to second ahead of Andy Robinson. Here comes Jason Davies. Look out. Oh, he's tagged. Oh, my goodness me. Over goes Malcolm Harding. Straight back on his wheels. Thankfully, he's escaped without too much damage there. That was a potentially disastrous moment. I think Malcolm Harding has, amazingly, he's rejoined. Safety car is out, though. Yeah, that was a bit...
Okay. So
does that constitute a save of the year as well?
I think it does a bit of both.
True.
So Malcolm Harding, 3-1 doesn't go, and Paul Malcolm goes over. Okay, and this is the picture in Pickham. Luckily, my sister was in the right place at the right time, and she got these. So starts off there, keeps going. I mean, at that point, he's probably thinking, I may retire.
I'm in
A
Australia.
little bit of poo was coming out, I reckon.
I think at that point, a bit of poo was coming out.
That is...
And then he got to this point and thought, do you know what? I may have to go again. So Malcolm Harding gets the Balls of Steel award for the year.
Yeah.
Because not only did he roll over in that shunt, and as we've seen picture by picture, complete rollover.
Yeah.
He sat there for a while, stuck it
Cool
into
as a
first,
cucumber.
cool as a cucumber, 180'd it, kept going, checked the brakes, wiggled the steering wheel. Yeah, that's all right. And he kept going and
Yeah.
finished second.
Yeah.
And finished
Yeah.
second.
Bonkers, that. Bonkers.
Bearing in mind as well, the week before in the Modified Ford Series, he won both those races outright. Absolutely flat out. That man, we knew that man could drive anyway because he's won so much in that car. We watched it at Mallory last year.
Mm-hmm.
But that, for me, cemented him as an absolute fucking legend.
He's become a legend.
Absolute fucking legend.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's it. He is an absolute legend. I mean, when you're at that point, you're thinking it's game over.
Yeah. You should, to be fair, you should also give props to the rest of the field who managed to miss him whilst he was having his moment.
Whilst he was having his moment. And there was also the BMW M3 that was caught up in the incident, had nowhere to go, so stopped, pulled up alongside him, looked to make sure he was okay, and then kept on going. So fair play.
Yeah, fair play to I didn't get who that was, but yeah, we did see the footage.
Absolutely fair play to him. But for Malcolm to do that, charge his way through the field and finish second in the Blue Oval category of the Thunder race was absolutely outstanding. So if you're watching, Malcolm, well done, mate. You have to carry your balls around in a wheelbarrow. That was
good.
Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Right, back to the comments because they're going mad. Sam Smith, Jag. Sam Pearce, Jag. Chris Gosling says it puts Prescott to shame. Jesus, how long ago was that with his two Jags? Carmen, gotta love a Jag. Matt, Buster Gonad. I like that. Colin's. I like that.
Colin's gone.
Yeah. Peter Wall, Matt Urch from Urchfab is building a race mini. Sam Smith, full send. He absolutely sent it, and so did Matt. Fair play. Chris Gosling, I hope Colin is taking notes.
Oh, he's got a notepad now again.
Now, Nick Vaughan as well. I didn't want to put any video or pictures up. I think we're going to cover this in various blogs and everything. But a bit of an ambassador alert in that Thunder race was our very own Nick Vaughan. And unfortunately, he didn't have a good time, did he, Nick?
Yeah, bloody weekend from hell, really. Bless him. Him and his team. Honestly, I would have packed up, Saturday and gone, sod this, it's broken, go home.
Yeah.
But not for those guys. They absolutely worked their bloody arse off to get that car back together.
Yeah,
And again, it was typical club racing. And the reason we love it so much, I think he borrowed the gearbox from Gary Preble, so they had to go back down to Southampton
to get it,
to go get the gearbox. They then, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, you got the clutch from somewhere else nearby. So he found a clutch from somewhere, box from somewhere, mashed it all together, and that got them back out on the Sunday after it failed twice on the Saturday. So wasn't the best weekend for him. But that said, in the race on Sunday, my God, boy, did you put on a performance.
Yeah.
And absolutely stomped it up through the grid. And I think you've turned a lot of heads in the Thunder category this year.
Oh, 100%. He also said the clutch was from David Payne and Milton Keynes.
Milton Keynes, that was it.
There we go. So if you are watching, gearbox from Gary Preble. Now, Nick did tell us, there's a doggo. The doggo's arrived. Right, so Nick did tell us. Now everyone knows Andy Wilson is a major character in the Thunder Saloon category. You can't miss that. He's got a big blaring Holden, such a character. And we were told after the racing at the weekend, when we were chatting to Nick, that apparently a little bet was made on the Friday night that Nick Vaughan wouldn't get above a 115. Nick obviously is very confident in his abilities, and he goes, instead of a £10 bet, let's stick £100 on it. So he goes out in qualifying, sticks a 111 or a 110 in qualifying, and everyone went
111, I think.
111.
Well, he then betted that during the race, I think, and got a 110.9. So to be fair, a lot of the others, including Andy, were like, "I'll keep your mouth shut next time." Fair play. So, if you are watching Andy Wilson, a well-driven comeback driver as well in the second race at the weekend in the Thunder category, but you owe Nick £100.
Yes, you do. Not me.
There we go. Oh, no, he says 110.4 in quali. 110.4 on the instant. That is serious. That is serious pace.
That is serious pace. Yeah, you've definitely shown the Thunder category your intent, mate. Let's just get that gearbox
there we go.
Working.
Get that gearbox sorted. So that really was the racing roundup. We've had some quality racing so far, and we're 45 minutes into
I was going to say, that's a good sign for the show, isn't it? We're 3 race weekends in, and a race roundup takes us 45 minutes. Bloody hell.
I know. Should we put a bit more attention onto Mr. Colin French? I suppose we better talk Shine Automotive at some point.
No, that's the end of the show now, isn't it? That's the end of the show now. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Good night.
Well, he is. Colin.
What? Hey? What?
Hey?
I'm surprised you're not editing a video while we're doing this.
Oh,
he probably
I'm chatting to everybody in the live chat.
There we go.
I can see. I'm in your live chat. He's a busy boy.
So we are joined by the Shine Automotive sensation that is Colin French. So Shine Automotive, there's the YouTube logo. That is a pretty cool logo as well. I like that. So to sort of sum it up, Colin, you do a bit of KA racing. You've got a lovely XR Challenge car coming up, and our logo appears on that car. That's awesome. It is. That is absolutely awesome. And you've got the one and only XR
That's correct.
Amongst other things.
So many projects.
Yeah.
So many products. You've got a bit of grass in here as well. Walking the dog with his grasser.
Yeah. That's what I miss. That's what I miss about racing, because Bella, my older Labrador, she used to go racing with me everywhere. And, when I'm loading up the wagon now, she still thinks that we're going away racing. But obviously, I can't take her circuit racing. No. But if I was Lewis Hamilton, it'd be all right. The dog could come, but that's a different category.
Hang on.
Lewis who? I swear she sells hair products, doesn't she?
No, it's Mott's guy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely not as famous as you, mate.
Well, you're saying that, Colin. If you go racing at Linden Hill, I happen to know Linden Hill is the only racing circuit in the country that allows dogs.
I did not know that.
So yeah, if you get a chance to do a bit of circuit racing at Linden Hill, take Doggo.
Oh, lovely. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Only because I went racing there a few years ago and said, I've got to look after the dog. And by chance, I looked on the website and was like, they're dog friendly. So we took the dog. So, Shine Automotive.
Educational show as well, everybody.
Yeah,
educational show.
Every day's a learning day.
Colin French, where did Shine Automotive sort of start for you? So where's the background?
Right. So I left the army in 2005. And I left the army. When I was in Aldershot, I've seen a car wash that opened. Mobile, like in the old petrol stations where they have the hand washes. Mm-hmm. And I thought, I could just open one of them myself. So I left the army, went from job to job, and then eventually I thought, do you know what? About 2009, I opened the garage here where we are now as a car wash. So I ran that for years. Then the council shut us down because they wanted to spend about 10 grand on proper drainage, water purification and all stuff like that. So I sacked it off and started selling the cars. And then started fixing the cars. And then Sam came along about 3 years ago. And Sam is proper clued up with cars. So we made, it was Shine Valeting as a car wash. Then it went to Shine Valet Automotive. And now it's Shine Automotive. Yeah. And then in the lockdown, we thought we'd start on the YouTube journey. And I never even in a million years thought that we'd go from like making a video and like 2 people watching them to what we get now is unbelievable. You know,
you have exploded a little bit.
Community and the family and the banter that you're getting live in the live chats and stuff on a Sunday. I love it. Absolutely love it.
There we go. Ragnar Ironspear, re-enjoying the channel, guys. You're my type of blokes. Sean Barber, can I bring me truck? Richard Newman, it's no show without our Colin. There we go. So the love's coming in.
That's it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thanks for watching all my videos, everyone.
There we go, Coleman. More race camper vids. So you've got a lot of projects on the go. Okay,
just a couple.
Just a couple. So tell you what. So what's your favourite project at the moment? What's the one that you can't wait to get your teeth into?
Is my XRTT. That's what I always said when I was discussing it with Sam what to do with the body swap. I always said this is what will make the channel jump from being a small channel to growing, and it did. But at the moment, with Benidorm bus coming back up, we've had to jump back on with the Cavalier, and everyone keeps saying, when's the next XRTT video coming out? And it will not be out until we've been to Benidorm and come back. So basically, that is a Mark 1 Audi TT Quattro floor plan. So all the geometry, everything we've kept right as Audi developed it, and we've stretched and lengthened Ford XR2 body on top. So it's
because why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? I think we've used three bodies to make that.
Oh,
3 bodies.
Yeah,
you watch them.
Yeah,
you watch the Ford boys absolutely losing it right now.
And all three of them were XR2s.
Bloody hell! They'd be worth a few quid now.
Oh,
yes. The blue one, the main for the shell that we got. If that, we could have fixed that up. It's snowing. It's snowing in North Yorkshire. Sorry, what?
How's it snowing? It was like 18 degrees 2 days ago.
That's mental. Yeah, so I can't remember what I was saying. Look, I've gone off topic again.
You can't edit that one out, mate.
The blue one I bought off one of the lads that races in the STXR Challenge, and that there probably needed a week's worth of welding, and that would have been a split mint XR2. And in that colour, that blue, the rare as teeth, be 10 grand plus probably. And I chopped it up, and I thought I was going to get some hate, but people absolutely love it.
Awesome.
Oh, it's brilliant. To be fair though, like I say, at least you didn't chop it up and like do something shit with it. You are actually making something pretty epic.
Yeah, the end result with it is we want it to look like an XR2, but when it's sat next to another one, it looked like it's been on a course of steroids for the last 6 months. You know what I mean? Beefed up and all that.
Just don't forget the legs.
Yeah, but I mean, fair play, that is certainly something that there will probably be no one else in the world that has thought to get an XR2 shell and stick it on a TT.
Nobody's as oddball as me.
I was going to say, there's no one as mad as that fucking plum over there.
Oh no, it's just we did that way, yeah.
Yeah, I get it wrong. We've been doing this for years and I still get it wrong.
Still back to front.
It's still back to front.
Also, Colin, you need to do... I know your channel doesn't particularly like them much, your race vlogs, but we love them, so you still need to do them.
Yeah, well, when you look at the analytics, because I tried it before when we were starting the channel, and really, people don't... The close community love every bit of content that we put out. But if you flood the channel with stuff that doesn't work, it doesn't work in favour of the algorithm. No. So if your channel's focused on racing, you'll grow off racing. But we're focused off a bit of oddball projects, stuff that is different. I mean, that's what that's what we want to try and make the channel about. Oddball stuff, which suits me very well. And
you are an oddball.
Because Sam will put an idea in my head. You know, he'll message me on a night time. He'll find something odd on Facebook Marketplace, and then I'm like, "Oh, we could get that." And then I look around the yard and I think, "Well, we've got about 15 projects already."
Yeah, I know. That's the one thing I love about the show is like you'll be like, "Oh, we're really, really in depth with this project here, and we've got this other project over here," and then all of a sudden it'll be, We bought a Transit, and it's like,
Yeah,
what?
why not?
What are you doing?
But every project I've ever built, apart from I had a Maestro turbo, a Maestro van that put a 2-litre Tickford turbo in the Maestro turbo. So I bought a Maestro turbo and I bought a Maestro van and I banged them together. That actually got stolen when I was in the army in Aldershot. And that there is probably one of the only projects that's never been finished. So I've got some proper unfinished business with one of them, like. So, and Sam,
But that's on the cards then.
One in Thirsk has come up for sale on Marketplace. So on my doorstep, there's been a Maestro van hiding in the garage for God knows how.
It's probably yours.
Yeah, I know. That was an Aldershot. I was down south.
Oh, down south.
Dan Staff. Matt Cleary, only Colin could build a race truck that his car doesn't fit. So the race truck as well. So your race truck.
I measured it. I was like,
Tell us a bit about your race truck. Come on.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, it fits now, but it didn't fit.
Yeah, but when did you? So Colin, for the people that haven't watched your show, tell them when you found out it didn't fit.
The night I was leaving to go to Wales to get it wrapped. So that was like a 5-hour journey. I was all ready. The car was clean. Winching it on. Winch went a bit tight, so I'll just give it another press, and then I heard this big crash and this crack, and I was like, well, that's a windscreen through, and it was sticking that far out the back door, so I got a big saw and I cut into the living area. It fits. Sorted.
I love it. That's brilliant.
I love that. I mean, it's episodes like that. It just brings it all together.
But
the humanness of it. The
that's
humanness. And the,
yeah, but that's
that's
what we want to try and make the channel. I watch so many YouTube channels, and everything seems very staged.
Yeah.
Very scripted. We understand, like when we do a video on a Friday, we do a sole YouTube filming now. Is dedicated because we want to grow the channel. It's on a Friday. We're dedicated to filming. We discuss what we're going to do in the morning, and then we wing the rest of the day. And we have loads of clips. I edit them on a weekend, and it makes a video. And I think that's the best way to keep content realistic, and affordable. That the people that are watching can think, well, I could do that in my garage. I could do that on my drive. Not everyone's got money to go and buy Lamborghinis, Maserati, stuff like that, like you see other YouTube channels do. So why can't we keep it realistic that the average man can work on, or person, woman, child, dog, chickens, whatever?
Well said. But that's very true. That is why I believe, I know that's why I enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure us guys all enjoy it, and all your fans that are watching tonight enjoy it as well, because you just keep it real. And you're probably all living a little bit of a fantasy of ours of just thinking, oh, just buy this and do this. But a lot of people don't have the bottle because they don't think they got the money for it. But you're just showing everybody that it is achievable.
It's unbelievable how many people like DM you on Instagram or comment that they've had a project set in the garage and they haven't touched for years. And then all of a sudden they found themselves going back in the garage because they've watched one of our videos and getting on with projects. Or, well, if he can do it, I can do it. And some of the messages that people say, you know, that they've been suffering with, they're down in the dumps with COVID, and next thing they've watched the video and they're back in the garage doing the projects, which is brilliant to read comments like that, you know, which is proper uplifting.
Yeah, especially over COVID, where a few people probably needed that. They
a
needed
lot of people, definitely.
You know, it kept them focused on something, so you know, it didn't get affected by events as much. You know, it's what's needed, Colin. I absolutely commend you for that. The comments are going mad, so we're going to make our way through them. Now, we know you through the KAs. Darren S. Cook, Scruffy Bear Pictures. Good evening, Darren. Can't wait for this weekend in EnduroKA with the Grid Finder race team, so he's going to be on the same
Good luck, boys.
We'll be keeping you. We'll be watching that one.
If you scratch me car, I'll slap you.
Yeah, we'll slap you.
Oh, God.
Remember, don't live through old hairpin.
Don't live through old hairpin. Sam Smith,
old hairpin is flat.
Chris Gosling, rather have a beer with Colin over Lewis any day.
Good shout.
Very good shout.
I hope you mean not Lewis, my apprentice, though. I don't want to be with
Now,
him.
to be fair, Lewis, your apprentice, quality. Keep him on the channel. He's well funny.
Yeah.
It is funny.
See, because the channel wouldn't. It's not just me, is it? You've got Sam, and now we've got Lewis, and then we've got the fabricator John. I involve like Wayne as well. I get all my friends involved with it because I think the banter of a group of people is what people can relate to instead of like somebody that's just focused. My channel, it's all about me. You know, that's why I started getting other smaller channels involved every week, picking out the jokes because it's just. You know, it's a community that I want to grow.
We did that.
You did the first one.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Right, Scooby King, Shine the best channel. There we go. So the commandments are coming in. Peter Wall won't be a Sunday without Shine Automotive.
Thank you.
Peter Wall also says XRTT, please.
He says that every week. I think he does it to annoy me.
Yeah. Sean Barber, how many Shiners are there now?
We have.
There's loads. 50 at the minute.
50 watching it, but we have 15,650 odd now.
Bloody hell.
Which is nuts.
That is nuts.
To think that last year
That's a channel.
we just hit 1,000 and it's just it's bonkers.
I mean, we haven't even hit 400 yet, have we?
No, let's have a look.
Oh, go and subscribe. Look, go subscribe. He needs it.
Come on, guys. We want to be famous like Colin and Co.
Famous.
365 we're at.
Where are we? Where are we?
365.
Come on,
there you go.
To 400 tonight.
Let's get us to 400 tonight. Come on.
If we get them to 400, Nick's going to send stickers out to everyone for free. So DM him with your address and he'll send you stickers out for free.
Fucking hell.
That's a promise, isn't it, Nick?
Oh, do you know what? If we get to 400 tonight, everyone that DMs us afterwards, I'll give you a free sticker.
Right, all the guys watching now, DM Nick. Want 100 people to DM right now.
Only once if we get to 400 tonight.
Okay, that's fine. Richard Newman, I love Colin that much. If I was gay, I would shag him.
My mum's watching this, so don't inbox me later, Rich. We'll meet up. No, sorry, mate. I'm not into that.
Sean, I've got dibs on that.
Oh, bloody hell. There's going to be a fight over Colin in a minute.
This is going mental. Gareth Thomas Reeve, XRTT, please. He loves it. Colin loves it.
Right then. Okay, so what? Obviously, the XRTT is the most popular one at the moment. So, what are your plans with that car then, Colin? When you do get back onto it,
is to try and
finish it.
Finish it, yeah.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, but you're not just going to finish it and then just leave it.
Yeah, once I've got the bodywork done, Sam's planning to do something with the engine that we're keeping on the back burner. So the engine, originally did plan on doing it for hill climbing, but you think how bespoke it is. Do I want to wrap it up a wall or wrap it up an arm course? So we're building it to a real good show standard that we'll use to go round shows and do some networking with, so people can come and see it.
I think you should take it into the modified Fords.
Well, I thought about doing this. It would upset.
To be fair, no.
It would upset a lot of Fords.
No, it wouldn't. To be fair, genuinely, there's a few guys up at the front. I mean, the space framed RS200, that's all got Subaru running gear. So that would be right. If you spoke to Paul Neville, I'm sure he would allow that in as I think Super A. I think it would be like the Invitational A.
Come on, it's got to do it.
Sam, if you're watching, can we have another race car, please?
There we go. Martin Craig was snowing up there in Scotland, so the snow's coming down. What a weird couple of weeks this has been. It was baking last week.
Well, at least it's got a long way to go until it gets to us.
Exactly. Andrew
never
Jones,
snows down there.
I stumbled across the Shine channel about 2 months ago, and I love it. Got Not My Job hat as well. Andy in Sheffield.
Thank you, Andy.
Awesome.
There we go. There we go. Sean Barber, snowing in Leeds, Harrogate, Wetherby.
All right, what's this, the Weather Channel?
I think this is turning into the Weather Channel.
Is it snowing where you are?
Yeah, is it snowing where you are? Yeah. Scooby King, I love the race vids. They are very entertaining.
Scooby King, if you like race vids, you should definitely subscribe to the Club Racing UK channel. We got plenty of those.
Yeah.
And they'll send you a free sticker.
Yeah.
If we get to 400 followers or subscribers by tonight, stickers all round.
There we go. Ted, ST220. I'm a Ford man and I really look forward to seeing the XRTT videos. There we go.
Thank you, Ted.
So, something bespoke like that, it appeals to the people. It's unique.
Okay. Whilst we're at it, what's the worst hate you've had on that car build?
None.
You've had none at all?
I'm absolutely gobsmacked. When we first built the car and we chopped up a clean Mark 1 TT, I thought we're going to get some hate here, and we have not had nothing. But a few people said, you're doing it wrong. Chop the body, shorten it. What you're doing, stretching and pulling the back end, is going to be wrong. And then people, once we've done it, had actually inboxed us and said, I take back everything I said. It looks right. Because I want to do stuff different. I don't want to do what everyone does. Chop the floor pan, make it shorter to suit the body. Why can't you make the body suit the floor pan?
Yeah.
You know, but I'm shocked. No hate on that build whatsoever.
Nothing at all. Wow, that surprises me. In this day and age, that surprises me.
In all fairness, every video that we do, I'm gobsmacked of we never have any hate.
Good.
It's unbelievable.
It's because you're just full of love.
Full of crap.
How could anyone hate you boys?
No, and to be fair, Colin, you give a very positive vibe as well. I mean, there's a comment I've seen here. The comments are coming in so hard. It's quite trying to track the comments.
We're not used to this.
I know.
We're used to getting like 5 comments at most.
So Richard Newman, shines my life up because having mental health issues and being disabled, you make my life so much better. Thank you, Shine again. There we go.
That's it. Brilliant.
Right on, mate.
There we go. You're making a difference, mate. Mark Saunders, hi from Durham, guys. Inspiring, a great word for this. Scooby King kept me sane.
Scooby King, I can remember, right? He has commented on our video since I think we had about 500 subscribers. We did something with Petrol Ped, and he came to the channel, and always you sort of notice some people that comment all the time and join the Patreon and stuff like that. But it's wicked. I love it. I genuinely love it.
Good. Gareth Reeves, Shine, we love you. And there is another comment here. So, Privates on Parade, I'm looking forward to racing Colin at Alton in the STXR Challenge. So, this is
let's talk about that.
A new race car for you.
I won't be racing at Alton Park for the first meeting. It is generally not had the engine built yet. We haven't got the wheels for it. It's just with the Cavalier, we've had to really focus on the Cavalier. I am absolutely gutted not to make the first meeting. I won't be at the second meeting at Snetterton because we'll be at Benidorm at that point. So I'm absolutely gutted. I thought this year I'll make Alton Park, miss Snetterton, and then do the rest of the rounds. So basically, we'll do the Cavalier, get to Benidorm. Sam will build the engine for the ST, and then we'll use this year as just sort of a tester to get used to the car. Because I wanted to originally build it and do some testing before racing, but it just hasn't allowed us to do it.
So what made you pick the XR Challenge?
Because a couple of the lads, Cool Air Runnings in the
Justin Roberts.
Justin Roberts used to race in it, Matt Eldridge and Ralph.
Top blokes.
So they all said, come and watch the meeting. And then the two lads that raced with us at the 12-hour race, when we blew all the engines up, I think we went through
three engines.
So the Borons, they race it as well. So I went last year, watched a few meetings, thought, it looks good. Went on a track day. All of them let me have a go in the car. Went home that night, I need to buy a car, so I bought a car, But I wasn't keen for it until I got in an ST and went round the track because they're like real good fun, plenty of power, but they're a little bit sketchy. And that's what I enjoy. Like the KA used to be with it all the time. Suspension, where it was a little bit,
When it was when you had to drive it. And
100%.
Point it and go.
So, that's why I built it, and then
that's what a race car should feel like, though, shouldn't it? A little bit.
Yeah, because you can drive it on that edge where you think, oh, maybe that was and it makes you feel alive, doesn't it? Like, ooh, that was a bit sketchy, Like the first time I ever went round Paddock Hill Bend, like that's the first moment. Oh, I'm alive here. When you see it drop away and down, it's brilliant.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
So
that's how it should feel.
Steph, I'm not picking on you, but you're very quiet.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, I'm just taking it all in.
Yeah.
Just basking in your famousness. Cheers,
it's
bro.
Not famous. It's just putting it out there. And I'm not being funny. Your editing on your last few videos, mate, is on point. And keep it up.
Thanks, mate.
Keep it up. Just keep it up, mate. If you enjoy it, don't do your videos to impress people. Do the videos that you can sit back at the end of the day and I like that. And then the people will come. That's how I found it.
That's it. I know we've said it already, but I mean, I know to be fair, Steph, you two have been obviously.
I can't do that.
I've been talking a fair amount about obviously video vlogging and this, that, and the other, the do's and don'ts and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna blow your trumpet a little bit, Steph. The videos you have been putting together for us are fucking epic.
Really good, really good.
So, don't worry, mate. Like we said earlier, although we're going out and having fun at the racetracks, you're doing the good work. It's good. Keep it going, mate.
Yeah, it's all good. It's you've got to be. I think you've got to enjoy it, haven't you? You know, I do enjoy editing the videos. It's
yeah,
I would. And you get a nice little dirty tune on it. It's good. You get into it.
Just when you do your live videos and you look at it and you think, 30 people have watched that. But that's all YouTube channels start like that. Just don't get disheartened by it. Because I used to be like, I've done that video. I've just spent 12 hours making it and it's had 90 views. What was all that effort for? But that's how you grow your channel. You've got to keep plodding on. So many channels start out, right? And they'll do 4 or 5 videos and they'll stop because they haven't got the traction of the audience. You've got to do hundreds of videos for it to start pulling towards what you want. Just keep at it, lads.
100%.
Keep going. Keep churning.
Carl Barton's got a good idea. If you get 1,000 subs, win a lock of Nick's hair.
His beard hair.
Ginger pubes.
Some ginger pubes.
We were genuinely talking before the show. Pubes?
Come on, but we've got 25. 25 to go. No. His mum's watching this.
It's all right, my dad's ginger, so she's seen ginger pubes before.
Oh
my God, I love this. Chris Sykes, I live for the Shine Automotive video.
It used to be brown, all right? So don't worry, it's just
brown? Did it? I don't think so.
The head was. I'm not ginger.
I mean, Colin, just coming back to the XR Challenge car, I mean, that is immaculately wrapped. Chris Pryor Graphics have done a superb job on that.
Yeah, he's wrapped my car since I was in Autograph Store, 2014. I think he first wrapped my KA, and I stuck with him. I know it's a distance to travel. Yeah, that's the one. The first car he wrapped in 2014 was that. And
awesome.
It's worth the journey for the price, but his design, because he'll knock something out of the park. Like, I'll give him some sponsors, give him some logos, and then they'll send me something. And I've never, ever said to him, oh, I don't like that, change it. It's just every time he just knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, some people have just got that knack, haven't they? Where they can just go, boom.
That design
stuff. And for anyone who, I mean, your KA, for instance, obviously that's where we met you. That has always looked absolutely fucking incredible.
Yeah, well, I like to turn out a good race car.
Even when it was upside down, it looked good.
Most of the trophies in there I look like I've won lots of stuff. Best turned out car, best turned out car, best turned out car. There'll be 6 or 7 in there that have been best turned out cars.
Yeah.
You know, which I like to turn that's why I left autograph racing, because it got a bit rough. You know, I know KAs can be a bit rough sometimes, but when you've got 8 desperate people start off a bungee and they're going to the corner all at the same time, you're always going to get contact. You know,
who's that fella sat on your car?
Is that the Buffet Slayer?
That's Tim Harvey.
That's Tim Harvey.
That's Tim Harvey, that is, mate.
So what's the story behind this then, dude?
That's just because he was walking up the pit and we dragged him in and said, sit on the bonnet, looked like you were in our race team, and that was it.
That's amazing.
That's
You offered him some of your buffet and he was in there.
Yeah.
Well, he was racing with us that weekend, wasn't he?
Said, Tim, come in here and you can have some of my full spread.
I think he was racing in the Graves car, wasn't he?
Dunkin' Donuts.
LDR, wasn't it? He was in the
yeah,
that was when we had the 12-hour race at Snetterton. And
was that
the one we won?
That was the one we won, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
I swear.
Over there. That one. That big one at the back.
You see that?
What car's that?
That was when we won the Snetterton 12-hour. Remember that, Colin?
No. Sorry. Yes, I do. And I remember the look on your face of enjoyment. Well, you were crying, Nick.
I was a little bit.
Yeah, but
well, do you know, right?
That's what racing does for
but
me.
that's what it's all about. So for me, I've always dreamt about standing on the top step of the podium, listening to the national anthem. And guess what? We won our first ever race. We didn't get to stand on the podium.
No.
I don't think I've ever heard the national anthem being played at a club meeting.
That's not the point. It would have been playing in my head. We didn't even get the fucking
100%.
podium.
I remember the first time I won a race in autographs. I walked off to the Portaloo, rang my mum, had a little cry, said, I've just won my first race, mum. But that's what it's about.
Well, saying that, Colin, saying that, Mum's been back in touch. We love our baby boy. That's your mum. She got back in touch.
She's in Spain at the moment. They've just had 14 days of rain.
Nice.
Ooh.
Christ on a bike. That's got to be gutting. You go out there for a bit of sun, bit of sangria, and it pisses down for 14 days.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Sean Barber, the Queen of Shine is on.
King.
Scooby. Yeah.
No, your mum. Quick.
Quick. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, got there.
Scooby King has just subscribed to the club.
Yeah, thanks, Scooby King.
Funny Mucker 87 just subscribed up the shine. Chris,
24 to go.
24 to go. Chris Gosling.
Subscribe for stickers and plenty more content to be seen.
Yes, we've got loads of cool stuff coming.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
What?
Next fans only. Well, if he gets us racing, boy, get in there.
Have you ever seen E.T.? Look at this. Look. The dog. Look.
The dog's just like, you got me up for this.
Oh,
Seriously.
Dad! What are you doing to me? You see,
I love the dog voice. I love the dog voice you do.
It's not me.
It's not you. Sorry, no.
It's me, Dog talking. Not Colin. I told you, Dog talk, mate. You just have the proof. The proof is in the pudding.
I love it.
Oh, God, Sean Barber, spread the word. These boys are crazy and we'll have you in stitches. It's been good fun tonight so far.
I knew this show was going to be crazy. I knew this was going to be a right laugh.
It's good. It's good fun. Patrick Seal, CRUK YouTube up by 10 subscribers. Keep going, folks. James Pitney.
You should do, because there's going to be a Red Seal Racing video coming soon as well.
Very true. Yeah. James Pitney. Colin, when did you first notice your dogs talk to you?
Well, I don't know it. I don't even know how it started. It started in a video, I think. But it's really magical. Dogs. I was sold some beans and I fed them to me dogs, and then woke up one morning and they talk.
Like Dr. Doolittle.
I think I had some of those magic beans once.
But when you're making a video and you see I just dropped it in a video by randomness, and then people I talk to my dog like that, and people relate to that. So then you pick up on something that people like, so you carry on doing it, and now it's just grown into a thing. But dogs do really talk.
Yeah. Absolutely. John Parry, I lost my job at a UK circuit because of COVID lockdown and missed the great banter on race weekend with guys like yourselves. Top guys, I will subscribe. Thank you, John.
Oh, thanks, John.
Thanks, John. It's all about the banter, mate. That's why we love race weekends.
Absolutely on point. Do it for fun, not views or subs. Absolutely. See, that's the problem. That's the problem with a lot of people that you would call influencers. They just do it for,
Yeah, but when they get paid a mint, mate, that's why they do it.
I know, but it's all the.
It becomes a job, doesn't it?
No, but you can still keep it real.
Oh yeah, of course you can.
We have companies that send us stuff that we use and we advertise it in the video. Because at the end of the day, because we don't do any work on customers' cars on Friday, we still got to make some money, even though it isn't what we would make working on 2 or 3 servicings. We've still got to do stuff. But the companies like Top Dong or Toto that are coming on board, we actually use the stuff in day-to-day life, which but we haven't had any adverts like you get the companies that will pay you thousands of dollars to produce their, talk about their stuff. If I were to use it in real life, I'd come on board. So if there's anyone that wants to sponsor our channel that's got boatloads of money, hit us up.
To be fair, no.
We've been trying that for years.
Yeah, but we're not YouTube famous yet, are we? So
true, though.
True. It doesn't matter if you can see like the success of some people. It goes to the head, but I'm proper adamant that I want to keep the channel realistic.
100%.
Yeah, no, definitely.
If I have to sell the product in the video because it's got to cover my time and our expenses, I'll have to do it. That's just life.
The thing is, we've had the same thing. I've been sponsored by Just for Men before, and obviously I can't sell it.
Yeah,
because it's false advertising, isn't it? So you've got to keep the products relatable. It's not.
100%.
There's a little bit there.
It's not.
There is. I mean, there's like 2 strands of Homer Simpson special kind of thing.
Yeah, please go get a Sharpie and just put 2 strands on your hair now, please, Nick. If we get to 400 subscribers on Club Racing UK tonight, Nick is gonna get a Sharpie out now.
No.
Channel, Shine family.
No.
Channel.
If I put Homer Simpson Sharpie on my head, Colin's gonna give away something from his channel. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting a Sharpie on my head.
Right.
A mug, because Nick's a mug.
Not my problem mug. Look at that. 2 mugs here. Let's get him to 400 subscribers now. Nick's going to Sharpie his head, and I'll give these mugs away for free.
I'm not Sharpie in my head.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Nicholas.
Especially as I know where you're going after this show. You're Sharpie in your head.
I've got a hot date after this. I am not Sharpie in my head.
Yes, she's got a hot date with Homer Simpson.
Have you got a hot date with yourself, Nick?
I will be I'll be just by myself if I Sharpie my head.
You have to do it, Nick. You have to do it. It's got to be done.
It's just 2 little white black lines on your head.
Come on.
Anyone would think this was a racing show.
Anyone would think this was
I love how Steph is eagerly watching the YouTube channel, like it's about to go ding 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 ding.
How many are we at now, Steph?
22 to go. Come on.
Oh, see, loads. It's not going to happen.
Ashley James, love the Shine channel. Only found the channel about 2 months ago, but it's brilliant. Even got a Not My Problem hat.
Nice one. Thank you.
There we go. Bloody hell, the comments are absolutely coming in thick and fast.
I don't know how you get. There's so many in there.
Sarah, I'm struggling to keep up. So Ted ST220 have just subscribed to Club Racing UK.
Yes.
Stephen Garvin loves Shine Automotive. Carl Barton is 7 cans in.
Oh, blimey.
Carmen, when he has 4 beers, they start. Ted also says, love the dog voice. The wife thinks I'm crazy. Matt Clary also comments, the wife wants a lab now. We did have a comment up there from Ian Waterhouse from Live Motorsport Now, so he loves Shine Automotive. Good evening, Ian.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, like I say, we obviously we clicked, didn't we, when we first raced? I mean, do we want to tell the story about how we first met, Colin? Do you remember?
If you'd like to tell us the story.
Do you remember that fateful weekend at Cadwell Park and we split our flexi on the poor little KA?
Well, no. The first time I met you was when we went to Brands Hatch to the opening day, but you won't remember me then because I was in disguise. looking at people's cars. But it seems to happen through the grid. People come to me and like, my flex is gone. I fixed so many exhausts up and down that grid, but you were the first exhaust to fix. Remember we were driving through, where were we driving through? And I was in the back of the van, brain on the back of the van.
You were in the back of my van driving through. I can't, where,
like that.
Where's the place near Cadwell? I'm rubbish with
Grimsby.
That was it. Grimsby.
Cleefox it was, wasn't it?
No, it sound. Anyway, this knobber literally hanging out the middle window, screaming, "Help! I've been kidnapped!" by me in a massive white van, not knowing where I was driving or anything. And bearing in mind, we'd literally met this bloke probably 20 minutes beforehand, properly. So we were driving, no idea where we were going, to a local motor factors with a bloke we didn't know who was screaming out my window that he's been fucking kidnapped.
Welcome to my life.
And now look, now you're here on our show.
Yep.
But it's funny how stories like that you'll forever remember.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, and you'll always remember them, won't you?
Yeah, it was just fantastic. I mean, to be fair, since then, every time we've been in the same garages together, we've had a right crack together.
Yeah. We've borrowed so many parts off of you.
We've had spares off your car from the last race.
And the race before, probably.
And the race before.
I just told you where the spares are. I just go and help yourself.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of more of a Colin. I know they're in the locker, mate. I'm just letting you know I'm going in there more than can I borrow.
Yeah, it got to that point.
That's what it's all about. It's that banter, that racing, having a laugh. You want to see other you want to race with other people.
Yeah.
So why don't you help them get out racing again?
Brands actually stole our biscuits, didn't you cheeky sod?
No.
Yes.
They were on the side and they said, "Colin, help yourself." I left you one.
Didn't you send us a video? We were in the pub and you were like, "Oh, they've left us his biscuits." Like, that was funny.
Oh, outstanding. Ashley Shellswell. Since watching Shine, my dog's now talked to me too. Has me in stitches. Great drive, Ashley. He's helped out. Took my gearbox to the gearbox guy to get rebuilt as well, and he did an outstanding drive.
He did a cracking drive.
Cracking drive back up through the field. Drive of a champion, last year's Mod Forge champion. Matt, Colin could machine mop that head. I think he's on about Nick's head.
Well, of course he's on about my head. He's not on about yours, is he, you tit?
Well, yeah, that's very true. Holly Bristow could always dye your beard, Nick.
No.
Is this the Holly, is it?
I have to let the dog out.
He'll be on his way soon, Holly.
He'll be on his way soon.
We're holding for a while, but he'll be on his way soon.
I need to go now. Bye, everyone. Sorry, we didn't make it to the subscribers. It looks like I'm going without Sharpied head.
We haven't finished yet, Nick. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, Carl, man.
We can go all night.
I've never watched us laugh so much.
19 to go.
What? Really? No.
Nick, you've got to do it. If we get to the subscribers, you've got to Sharpie your head at the end.
Well,
of
I'm not one to shy down from a dare. So.
No. Exactly. We know that.
But we said these shows are only going to be an hour to an hour and a half now, so we're kind of running out of time now.
Not tonight, we're not.
No, exactly.
Has he got a fish tank? Has he got a fish tank in the background? Yeah, hasn't he?
He has.
Yeah, fish tank.
That's awesome. Right, a few more comments, chaps, just while Colin's gone off to probably empty the 4 pints he's had so far.
I had the wee as well.
Jeremy Evans, another hot date. He's doing well this week.
Yeah, Jeremy, I'm really sorry. That was that's where I was going Monday. It obviously went well because I'm going back out for another one later.
There we go. Sam Pierce does say hot date with his cousin.
Oh.
Matt says hot date with his right hand.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nick, you opened yourself up with those comments. That's awesome. Scooby King date with Marge.
I didn't sign up to be abused, guys. Come on.
No. Definitely fucking signed up for that. That's brilliant. Sam Smith, he's going. Sam, thank you for tuning in, mate.
Nice, Sam.
Tomorrow, Sam, don't be late.
The boss says so.
No,
There we
he's my
go.
business partner. No partners, me and Sam.
Fair play. Mark just says, Shine Automotive, Colin, send Nick a hat to cover up the Sharpie.
That's not a bad shout. That's a good. There you go. I need
Self
one.
beanie.
Have we got it?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, wait.
This one.
Wrong
No.
way. Wrong way.
I'm still okay, right. That would have worked brilliantly. Colin, pass me the hat.
Hang on.
I haven't got the hat.
Going.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. Look, it's gone.
Magic. Yeah, you can. As we were saying earlier, this is there's no professionalism here, is there?
No.
Very professional.
Oh,
Right.
Nick, come on.
Nick, this
15 to go.
Now, hang
Shut
on.
that. Come on.
Stefan.
Yo.
So, one comment. Holly Bristow, come on, guys. Sam Pearce has just upped it. Now Holly is here. We need her permission to Sharpie his head, and Nick has no excuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, Holly.
Do
Holly,
not.
please. Holly,
You know you
please.
want to see.
Subscribe to ClubRacingUK. Come on.
Subscribe to the channel. Let's make it happen. Nick with
Let's get this-
Homer hair.
I'm just going to say it now, right? I do apologise to our audio listeners that are having to listen back to this.
It's gone well off topic now. It's no longer
This
a
is meant to
racing
be-
channel. It
this is
is a
meant to
mission to get you to draw on your head with a Sharpie.
What do you think was going to happen? Like, really?
That's a good.
Oh,
it's
fuck
been
it.
a very.
I have no idea. I just get in the car and race. I love motorsport. Sorry, let's talk about racing.
There are Ashley Shellswell, no problem, Rob. Who's doing your gearbox? It's the Gearbox Centre Northampton. Thank you very much, guys, for doing the gearbox. I'll be honest, he did ring me up yesterday going, of all the gearboxes you could have given me, you've given me an absolute fucking headache. And he sorted it out for me. So I was like, thank you.
Oh, no, what was wrong with your gearbox?
Nice.
So basically, the gearbox I've given him is an early MTX 75 box, and this is the boring tech bit now. So if you do get bored, you can switch off. It's fine. So I've given him a final drive shaft and ratio. Night, Colin. And the final drive shaft has third and fourth gear machined into it, so it doesn't actually come off the shaft on this early gearbox. The shaft I've given him is for a later MTX 75 gearbox. They don't do an early one at M Factory, and he's had to basically swap around a load of gear sets to make it happen. So he's gone the extra mile for me. He said after 3 attempts, it's all come together. It's all working well. Fantastic.
So, question:
Nice.
how's that? Would it not have been easier to get the correct MTX gearbox?
They're getting a bit hard to get hold of now.
Sounds like you
Plus-
shafted him, really.
Hey, I like that, Colin. I like that. Right, and now, we have a couple more comments, including Holly
Can they-
Bristow.
Can they be race related?
Yes.
Yes, we
It's
have
happening.
confirmation. So, if you get 400 subscribers on the Club Racing UK channel tonight, Nick is going to have to Sharpie the Homer Simpson hair on his head.
Yes.
Come on. 14
Not
to
going
go.
to bed tonight.
Matt Cleary, Club Racing page shared. Roll on the Sharpie.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Chris Gosling, subscribe to Club Racing. Oh dear.
Everyone's
Patrick
tuned in
Steele.
for a racing show, and instead they're going to watch
I
me
know.
put on a toupee.
Patrick Seal, wait, so Nick's hot date is real. Holly, are you okay, hun?
Oh, don't!
Sorry, guys.
Oh God! I can't believe she's adding to it.
Right, hang on, no to the head. Oh, okay, that might be taken as something else, Holly. Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Yay!
Holly Bristow, I love cars, racing.
What's going on?
Uh,
Right, I genuinely think the show's dying on its arse now. Come on.
Stop trying to get out of it.
I was going to say he's definitely getting out of it. Right. Bloody
Can you
hell.
see the
It's
snow?
actually snowing.
That is proper chucking it down.
Actually,
We
what's
must
it?
we must apologise while we're here tonight as well.
What for?
For the video that's coming up tomorrow night is our vlog of the Ambassador Track Day.
Yes,
Yeah.
which was a
And
cracking
because
day, by the way.
It was a cracking day. Unfortunately, because we had the Mini there at the same time, we were running 2 vlogs. So I was doing one, Nick was doing the other. So we bought a new camera. Unfortunately, the camera was fucking terrible. So the quality of the audio was pretty poor. It was an Alfie action. Was it an Alfie what? Black?
It was something, but it definitely did not deliver on what we were promised.
No,
I think
terrible.
like all action cameras, you need an external microphone.
Yeah,
Even though the GoPros can be.
Well, you
good.
say that the Alfie external mic was good, actually, but the picture quality was god awful.
The picture was terrible. It's not a good camera if you want to do
full HD 1080p jazzy, and it was shocking.
Not good.
Really, no,
Not good.
unfortunately not.
Back to some comments. Jeremy Evans subscribed with 3 different YouTube accounts. So there's
Everybody open up a YouTube account and subscribe, and then we can get a Sharpie on his head.
He's just going to do it anyway now, isn't he?
He's going to do it.
We forced him into it.
Okay, Colin. The podcast tonight has just turned into bedlam. This is great. Oh, we love a fun podcast every now and again. Right, EnduroKA. So, Colin, tell us about the EnduroKA.
Right, the EnduroKA was a creation, sort of in lockdown. I bought this KA for spares for the EnduroKA. So I took a few spares off it, but I bought a 1.6, the Sports KA one that was badly rotten. And I thought, I'll convert a 1.3 to the 1.6 to be a bit of a sleeper. And then I was looking on eBay and I bought a Chinese turbo. And I thought, I wonder if I can put this on without just buying. So I just bought a turbo and can I build a turbocharged car with stuff that's lying around in our sort of scrap pile. And that's how it started. And it's just got better and better. And recently we had loads of compression in the cylinders, put a decent turbo on it, went on a track day. My mate did a stupid bonnet. I don't know if you've got a picture of the new bonnet. And it's an animal. And it stands as at 700 quid. We use all the old EnduroKA tyres on it, the old EnduroKA suspensions on it, and we use the pads on it. So it's everything that we finished with for a race car. We chuck on that and go to a track day and have great laugh. And the first time we turned up with it, with that bonnet, we went to Alton Park and everybody was laughing. And come lunchtime, they all wanted to know what engine was it. Because if you race the KA, they're like a go-kart. Slap a turbo on and put a 1600 in it, and it's a rocket ship. I absolutely love it. Love it.
To be fair, in the KA's defence, I used to love doing track days in the KA because the amount of people that were like, "What? Yeah. What's in that thing?" And it's like, it's just a 1.3. It's just, you could just drive it.
But they carry the speed so well.
Yeah, that's it. And they really just surprise people.
You go faster and faster, and you just keep carrying the speed. It's unbelievable. But I've raced KAs now since 2014, and I just love the car. You know, just the way they handle. They're the oddest looking thing going, but it's the way the wheels are, the geometry of the car, and it's brilliant. It's just like being on a go-kart.
Yeah, they are good fun.
Yeah. Now, some of the pictures, like you sent me a lot of pictures this afternoon to do.
I sent you lots of pictures. Don't put them all up though; they were just for you.
Well, there we go. There were a couple of pictures that stood out, and a couple of them were quite shocking in the sense something like this. So, what happened here, Colin?
Yeah, that was the fire that we had. Now about 5 years ago.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was our main garage at the top. And then we had the workshop at the bottom that we work out of now, that we film out of now. That was our painting and valeting shed. And a lad, one of my friends, was hoovering. And he came down, and I was just finishing machine polishing the car. He said, the top garage is on fire. And I went, shut up. And then I walked out, and I seen smoke coming out the door. So I've run in the garage. I've opened, I think I went through 4 fire extinguishers, until one of my mates grabbed me and pulled me out as the roof actually collapsed. And I had burns all up my house. But you're looking at your livelihood going up in flames.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to do was put the fire out. And I was trying to drag my mate's motorbike out that was chained to the bloody concrete. It wasn't moving. But all I wanted to do was get my friend's stuff out, and what a tragic thing. So 2 days later, I'd gone through my mail, because when I was younger, I had a nightmare of opening the mail. Your insurance is due. Reminder, your insurance is due. Your insurance is now out. So I was 2 weeks out of insurance when I had that.
Oh, no.
And how I got through that and now I am where I am today, I don't know. The friends that I had around me to help me get over that period, because I split up with my girlfriend at the time. So I moved into a caravan up the top. So all my possessions, everything went that day. I'd put all in my rigger boots and ripped the ass out of my jeans, and that was it. That's all I had left to me. So, nuts. It was a hard time in my life, but I look back at it and think, well, that's what makes you stronger.
Yeah, you got to learn from these things. That's
definitely.
That's a story in itself. Yeah, you should, for anyone who then thinks to themselves, they've hit rock bottom or anything like that. Perfect example here.
It's not just. It's everyone goes through problems. Everyone has.
Oh yeah, of course they do.
And it's how you pick yourself up and move forwards. Mm-hmm. You can have really good friends and people around you, but when you're down in the dumps or you're having a hard time, you're the only person that can pick yourself up and move forwards.
Yeah.
And you've just got to grab it by the horn and crack on.
Yeah.
I know, obviously, the damage was extended. Did you actually find out what caused it? What started it?
It was an old tin building. So every time there was a good gust of wind, what it had done, it had rubbed through some of the wires in the light sockets at the top, and then it had shorted and it set electrical fire. That's what caused it. And so it was a bad day in my life. That was like
bloody electricians.
Yeah. There we go.
I can imagine, mate, that would be absolutely devastating. But to see where you've come now, especially what you're doing with the channel, what you're doing with all your projects. So from sort of today, what's the plan for the rest of the year going forward for yourself, for Shine? Is there any more projects on the horizon that no one knows about yet?
No. At the moment, no, there's no more projects. At the moment, we're focused on getting the Cavalier done. I am so determined that we finish the Cavalier. It gets us to Benidorm. So we leave on the 9th of May to drive to Benidorm. I think we land in Benidorm on the 14th or 15th of May. Then me and Sam have actually booked ourselves in. We're going to have a couple of days actually stopping in Benidorm just to have a bit of a reset. Then we're going to drive
bit
from
of a
Benidorm.
party.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, reset. We're going to get absolutely wasted. I'm going to find Sticky Vicky's sister that does it now. Has anyone been to Benidorm? Do you know who Sticky Vicky is?
No.
What?
No.
You've never lived. When I was a teenager, my dad took me to watch Sticky Vicky, right? And at the end of the show, it was a Christmas special. This little Christmas tree appeared from somewhere. She had it hidden the whole show, and I was so amazed. And my mum wasn't impressed that I went to see Sticky Vicky, but I can't believe you've never heard of Sticky Vicky. You've never lived. Where have you been? You lot have had a
not to Benidorm, clearly.
Yeah. So
we're all young lads. Impressionable lads.
The XRTT will finish off the year, and the transit recovery truck. I think they're going to be the main things. We have lots of projects tucked away that we've owned for a long time, but it's just we're planning stuff. We've got the G-Wagon that we did for a Christmas giveaway special. So we're doing a G-Wagon up for a subscriber that won. So we had loads of subscribers sending their videos, and we've actually got a mental health charity that's come on board, and a couple of other YouTubers. I'm just keeping it all on the back bench at the moment, but we have a mental health charity that's come on board. They've managed to locate as an engine for the G-Wagon. We've had another YouTube channel that do diagnostics and mapping. They've come on board with it, and another YouTube channel that have going to collect the vehicle. So that G-Wagon is going to be a proper weapon. That's all
cool.
I'm saying.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
And John Hogg, the owner of it, is an ex-soldier, ex-captain, I think, in the army. He worked himself up from a private. So it proper brings home to me just to want to give back to what we're doing. You know, I don't want to just build projects for myself. I want to build projects and give them away to the subscribers. That's
cool.
the main goal of the channel. It's not all about look how many cars we've got in our inventory. It's just to build stuff and give somebody a chance of winning it for free.
I like it. That's cool.
But, yeah, XRTT and a Transit to see out the year. That's gonna be it with the G-Wagon.
Awesome. I mean,
Nice.
your Transit video, when you found the old Transit, didn't that get picked up by like Unilab or something? That went viral.
That Transit, the Mark V Transit Turbo, I've had since before I had the fire. I painted a Transit for a lad, and the deal was he gave me a boatload of money, but I wanted his Transit Turbo. And at the time, you know, probably 8 years ago, they weren't that valuable. But a Transit Turbo, a genuine turbo that's never had a manual pump put onto it, so it's still on its electronical pump, are so rare as hen's teeth. And I did that video as a filling video at Christmas, never thinking that it would do 200,000 views nearly on our channel, and then Lad Bible would pick it up. We signed a contract with them a couple of weeks ago, so they've got use of our content on any of their platforms for a 12-month period. So, and that was because that's had 400,000 views on their platform. It's like bonkers.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Oh my God! There's a poor dog sat in the snow. Look at the snow on the steps, crying. Oh, bad dad I am here.
You
Come on.
horrible bastard.
This is a family channel. We'll have no swearing here, thank you.
You've obviously never heard me present it then.
Yeah, we have. I said to my mum, I says, watch these lot. They swear a little bit. Don't get offended.
They say naughty words.
Sorry, Mum.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Now, Patrick Seal, the what? Didn't know Sticky Vicky. Come on, isn't it her daughter now? And apparently,
Yes, it is a daughter. Sorry, it's not a sister. It is a daughter, and I'll see how she's doing in a couple of weeks' time when I'm having a mental reset.
Will we be getting a video update of that one?
No, you'll have to come along for the journey.
I'd love to. I would absolutely love to do something like that, Benidorm bus.
Right,
like,
we are
rally.
We are heading towards the conclusion of the show now. Patrick Seal last commented 391. Steph, can we have a check?
It's 393.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Come on.
It's slowed.
We're not going to... Let's just not do it. It's not going to happen, guys. We're not going to get to 400 subscribers tonight.
Well,
We're running out of things to talk about. I've even got the Sharpie ready, but, you know...
So we've got... Right.
Are you egging them on, are you?
Giveaway. So we've got the Not My Job, Not My Problem mug. We've got the Shine mug. And, right, I tell you what, to push it on a bit more, right, let's get them to 400 subscribers.
God.
We've got some stickers here. Come on, subscribe to Club Racing. Let's see Nick with two lines on his head. Like,
has anyone got a picture of Homer Simpson, just so I get it right?
Yes,
Right.
please put a picture of Homer up now. Dope.
right.
Oh, God.
I'm on it.
Why am I tying myself up for this shit?
Because
Because it's funny, Nick.
I
That's
don't even
why.
think-
Because it's
Well,
funny.
come on. Let's push
because
it.
it is very funny. I mean,
Colin, whose idea was it letting him on?
You said this is going to be the best time we've ever had with you.
it's been it's just been absolutely crazy. We've had a little bit of
it.
a-
I was proper nervous, but you know, once you've had a couple of beers, it's easy just to waffle on.
It's a laugh, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good laugh. Oh,
Steph,
dear.
you're so quiet, Steph.
Sorry.
You can't shut you up at a racetrack, and you're dead quiet here.
Well,
Are we up 400 yet? Have we got 400? Come on.
Come on, look, so close.
We are so
5 to go. 5
Five
to
to
five.
go.
No. Oh my god! Are we literally going to spend the last 5 minutes of the show just trying to get?
Yeah,
Nick,
I'm going to share it now. With 5 minutes left to go. Great post.
Bunch of assholes.
This is so good.
Just for the record as well, it's not just you three that are assholes. For every single one of you joining in on this.
It's brilliant.
This is the best podcast
this
ever.
Is what I mean about content. unplanned content, and you see where it goes. And
4 to go.
4 to go. Ollie
She,
What?
you
She was up for it a minute
instigated this.
ago. What's happened now?
You
She's got another
instigated
word.
this.
What
You
you
said you
laughing
wanted
at?
it 10 minutes ago.
Oh, we've never had a show as chaotic as this. It's brilliant.
Just for the record, if I get to 400,
You've done that
if
wrong.
we get to 400 subscribers, I end up with 2 Sharpie lines, and she cancels the date. You lot are
4
fucking
more to go.
done.
4 more. Come on.
4 more. Can we? We're holding off the end of the podcast.
3 to go.
It's
3
fine.
to go.
Oh,
Just quickly,
Have
as
you
well,
got-
Colin, another racing-related thing. So, KA-wise, so how have you found it the past few years? And moving forward, are you fully committed to the series going forward, or?
Yeah, I am, because I think we've had a few bad turns where there's possibly we could have been on a podium.
a
There's a
few.
couple of times that we've had some really bad justice called for, but once their decision's made, no matter how much you try and argue it, because we have a good team. Our pit stops are on form. Our driving's not the best, but we're from North Yorkshire, so we can deal with that. But I just think this year there could be a bit of luck. There could be a bit of luck, because in that, I want to call it a championship every time. In that series, it is luck, because that car's got to get you around the track for 5 hours, 12 hours,
Yeah,
and
100%.
now 24 hours.
In all honesty, the trophies we've got up there were luck. All right place, right time, really.
Yeah,
Look-
100%.
look-
But that's what it is, isn't it? That's what
Yeah.
endurance racing is about.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course
it's
it
not
is.
about
It's
going
being
flat
there.
out the whole way. It's
You can try and
making sure
prep
your
the
car
car
makes
as
it to
much
the
as
end.
you want. You can try and prep the car as much as you want, but if that car wants to give up, it's gonna give up.
Yeah.
You know. So.
And you
and
just
then
change
you
the
can
engine, eh, Cole?
And
Hey, don't you change it? How many
Well-
times do you change it, Colin?
Well, that first engine that went bang in qualifying, I paid nearly $2,000 by a guy to build, right? Fully blueprinted.
Crazy.
It did
God.
6 laps or 7
There's-
laps and giving, and he never stood the repair cost of it. Now, the company about 4 weeks ago went bust, so I'm happy to say that. We did a bit of a hate video, but I've never named who it was. But
Yeah.
and then Sam built the engine, the one after it, and it's never let us down for 2 seasons now.
Do you know what?
Awesome.
There's other teams in that paddock that wouldn't even spend that much money on a race engine.
Yeah, well, that engine, I think we use 5 engines to balance everything, because you can't machine any parts.
No.
No.
There's nothing stopping you than having a load of rods, weighing the rods to get the right size, weighing you know, and that's how it was. And it was a massive bill. And, you know, and then I think we bought an engine out of the scrap car and chucked it in once, and it was an animal. And then never had a spanner to it. Just had an
Well, to be fair, was it the engine we actually sold, the KA, the engine that was in the KA when we sold it was a scrapping engine. It was a scrapper engine, wasn't it, Steph? Was that one of our one of our scrap cars?
You
wasn't
took
it?
your good race engine out of it and put a scrapper in it and didn't tell the people, didn't it?
Yeah. No. We sold it with both our engines. You know, we had the similar thing. We after the first round, our engine blew up. On the first ever round, it blew up.
Yeah.
And then we did the same thing. Sent our engine off to get rebuilt by a company. Come back and we're like, yeah, paid a load of money. I think it was only 9. I think we did a deal with them like 900 quid a grand, something like that. And then it was just net 12 hours the first round we were out in it. Qualifying, Jay's got the rocker cover off, the chains fucking slapping around in there, rattling around. And it's like, oh mate. So it's like,
it wasn't the best.
same thing. He had to repair it while we're there to go out for qualifying, and then again before the race. And after that, he built our engines from there, and the same
Yeah,
thing.
he was definitely a proper team player that he had on the team. Like, every time I've seen him, he was just working on the car, just tinkering.
He don't stop, does he?
He loves it.
He don't stop, and he's still on board with the Mini, which is good, and he'll be on board with the Vector as well. So the bloke don't stop. Vehicle Tech
Are
Mobile.
we ready to get that Sharpie out yet? One more to go.
Oh,
One more.
We're not,
Come on.
no. I need to see proof. I need to see proof of this.
399.
I can't see it because
I can say, friend of the show, Sam Pearce, has also done a preview of what it may look like. He's taken a screenshot.
oh, for fuck's sake!
Come on. Subscribe to Club Racing.
I need a picture. I need a picture if I'm going to do this because I don't know where to stick the lines.
Oh, somebody's unsubscribed to it. It's gone down one. What's that all about?
Yeah, 399.
399 subscribers. If
Where's
there
the
is
proof?
one more,
I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it. It doesn't have.
I'll get
see
some
it.
pictures
It's right there,
of
mate.
Vicky's sister.
Right there.
Where?
Come on.
Oh yeah, there it is.
there it is. 399 subscribers. If we could get one more, Nick draws the
Please.
Homer Simpson.
Please.
I need,
We're
a
However-
the best podcast of the year, this like.
I need a picture though. Give me a picture of Homer Simpson.
It's got to be done. Holly does say I cannot figure out how to subscribe.
Oh, that's a good thing. That is a good thing.
Come on.
There's a big button that
Sean
says
Barber,
subscribe. Click on it.
Sean, if you can, look up Club Racing UK on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Let's
This
hit
is
that magic
bullshit.
400.
This is so bullshit. Why?
This is the best day ever.
Such a bunch of tits.
Oh my god!
Hey, get a pen out.
Get your pen out.
That's it. Get a Sharpie out, boy.
Oh, for God's sake.
Let me get rid of that.
402. Let's go for it.
Come on.
402.
403 is kicking off, Nick.
Come
You're going to
on.
have to, like,
Oh, someone give
get
me
some
a
yellow face paint out soon and everything.
Shut it. Someone get me a picture of Homer Simpson.
Best podcast ever.
Nick, look in the mirror. You look like Homer Simpson. Just do two
Just
lines.
a couple of lines, mate.
I need something to trace.
Hang on, I'm coming. I'm going.
You've got a
I'm
big
really-
forehead. You've got a big. Go for it. Have you got two baked bean tins? Go on.
I need to.
Yeah.
Get yourself
Oh,
a tin.
Get tracing, boy.
Oh, this is.
What is
Hold on,
this?
where's that
Go
gone?
away.
Oh,
Fans need this. They're
But-
paying for this content.
hold on. I'm doing it off screen. I'm not giving you the benefit.
Oh.
Oh, come
Well, you're
on.
on screen.
I can't do it.
Come on.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're such a bunch of tossers. What are we doing here? Oh,
We're having a laugh.
There we go. Is that Homer Simpson enough for you? You fucking dickheads. Oh, I can't believe you've just done that to me. You gits. For all our audio listeners, I've now got two Sharpie pen lines on my head.
Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. This is
Awesome.
the best day
Right.
for the Club Racing
Well,
UK podcast.
enjoy your date with Homer, Holly, won't you?
Don't.
It's not coming off.
It's not coming up. Oh my days!
You
Well,
are-
as we head towards 10 o'clock, thank you everyone
Fuck's
for
sake.
watching the Club
we would-
Racing UK podcast. For our audio listeners, make sure you catch up on our podcast, and all the podcasts that we put up always end up on the likes of Spotify, Amazon Music, and all good podcast providers afterwards. We will be back in 2 weeks. Thank you so much. Shine Automotive listeners, thank you so
Yes,
much.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
guys.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
It's been brilliant.
Your
This is-
host.
Thank you.
I have been your host, Robert Lewis, with Stefan Marsh and Homer Holmes, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
I'll see you in 2 weeks with these still on my head as well, will I? Arseholes.
Good night, all.
Good night.